St Elphin's, a hidden wonder right in the heart of Warrington. You'd never believe that only a few streets away, the rush and rumble of the town centre carries on, entirely unaware of this tranquil, time-worn sanctuary. Step beyond the gates, and the noise of the world softens, replaced by birdsong, the sigh of the wind through willow branches, and by the quiet murmur of centuries past. This is St Elphin's Churchyard, and I can tell you it's a place that steals your breath and your heart all at once. The church itself has ancient origins, its story stretching all the way back to Saxon times, but it's a churchyard that truly speaks to me. All around the building, the ground undulates with age, stones cracked, laid flat, like an intricate jigsaw of memories. In fact, the paths here, the ones that turn around the church, are literally paved with history. Gravestones repurposed over the centuries lie shoulder to shoulder, their inscriptions worn smooth by countless passing feet. A puzzle of names, dates and fragments of faith beneath your very souls. It's both beautiful and melancholy, this mingling of reverence and forgetfulness, the living walking upon the dead, but not in disrespect, rather as a continuation of the story. And what stones they are. St Elphin's boasts an astonishing abundance of 18th century headstones, elegant carvings, poetic epitaphs, and the slow erosion of time softening every curve and serif. Many are from the 1700s. Yes, but also there are older treasures here. 17th century stones, their lettering still legible in parts, the edges laced with lichen, and one, believe it or not, dated 1600 exactly. Imagine that. A survivor from the very dawn of the 17th century, standing steadfast through Reformation, revolution and renewal. Now, I must admit, if you're like me, you'll always be on the lookout for memento mori, those macabre yet marvellous reminders of mortality. Skulls, hourglasses, crossed bones. And while St Elphin's doesn't boast a great number of them, the few that remain are exquisite. One in particular catches the eye, carved with a delicate skull. The craftsmanship is remarkable, the symbolism profound. It whispers across the ages, remember, you too shall die, so live well and live kindly. That's the thing about memento mori, they're not grim, they're grounding. A message from those who came before, reminding us that time is precious and that memory, if tended with care, can be eternal. There's a remarkable sense of place here at St Elphin's. Though we're but a stone's throw away from the city centre, it feels utterly removed, as if the world outside has forgotten to intrude. The atmosphere is softened by those magnificent weeping willows, green tendrils trailing like lace curtains over the stones. They seem to weep for the departed, yes, but they also cradle the churchyard in something almost protective, as if they're guardians, silent witnesses to all that's been lost and remembered here. Beneath them, the light filters through in shades of gold and green, and the air feels different, cooler somehow, and thick with a sense of reverence. And the names, oh the names, pause and read them aloud. Just a few. You'll find yourself tracing the town's history through its people. The merchants, the soldiers, the craftsmen, the mothers, the infants whose lives were heartbreakingly brief. Every stone tells a story, even the ones whose inscriptions are almost gone. I often think that as long as someone pauses to read a name, even in a whisper, that person lives again. If only for a moment, and that's why I do what I do. Why I visit these churchyards and cemeteries, recording, remembering and sharing. Because these places are not merely collections of the dead. They are archives of love, of loss, of community. And St Elphin's, with its jigsaw of gravestones and its centuries of devotion, is one of the finest examples I know. I like to imagine the stone carvers of Warrington in centuries past, chipping away by lamplight, their hands roughened by labour, their hearts guided by faith. They would have known the families whose names they carved, would have shared their grief, and taken pride in giving permanence to the memories. Even now, 400 years later, their artistry endures. That stone from the year 1600. Think of it. When Shakespeare was still writing, when Queen Elizabeth I still reigned. Someone here in Warrington stood before a mason and ordered a stone for a loved one. And here it remains, in this peaceful pocket of the city. I often end my visits by standing beneath the trees, letting the branches brush against my coat. There's something deeply comforting about the way trees seem to embrace you, as though the past and present are intertwined, each drawing strength from the other. The hum of traffic drifts faintly over the walls, but it feels distant, irrelevant. Inside these gates, time seems to slow, even pause a while. And as the light fades, you might notice how the carved letters catch the last of the sun, glowing softly, like the final embers of a long-lived fire. Here among these stones I feel no fear, only gratitude. For beauty, for endurance, and for the quiet voices of those who rest beneath our feet. So if you find yourself in Warrington, take a moment to seek out St Elphin's. Wander the pathways of laid down stones. Trace your fingers over the old memento mori and stand a while beneath the willows. It is truly its own little wonderland. Ancient, peaceful, and profoundly human. A churchyard where history breathes and memory never dies.